Got me hot. Yeah. Got me hot.
We're brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, special on the internet for you by us. Bro Talk always on the mark. Shmaine, man, Jason in the director's seat as usual. Thanks for tuning in. Let's kick it over to my main man, Dex. What up, bro?
Dexter Stuckey here. Super excited to be here. So, look, I have a quick question for you guys, and please don't get offended with me, upset with me, because I don't mean to disrespect by this. But I've noticed that the other day, I was on Apple Music, and I noticed that Aaliyah's music is on Apple Music streaming now, and I'm like, oh, this is so cool. You can listen to, this one album that doesn't have a lot of songs that I like or whatever. But I'm like, okay, cool. You can listen to it. Then I noticed that the R. Kelly trial is starting. And I don't want to be disrespectful here, but it's a little interesting to me that her estate has allowed the music to be streaming at the same time that R. Kelly is now talking and saying that he doesn't have any money. I'm not saying that these two things equal up, but 1 + 1 = 2, and something ain't right in this situation. I'm just saying, maybe it's just me, but that just seems a little suspicious to me.
Some of her estate is not interested in allowing this through, but I think they got it pushed through.
I wonder why now, 20 years later.
The courts are in session. Bill, you look dead. What the hell?
Dead to the dead, y'all. This school year the kids ain't even here yet, and I'm done. You hear me? Worn out. I am exhausted. I don't know how all y'all that be to work 7 o'clock every day. I don't know how y'all do it. This is not. Nope, no man.
So did you listen to any of the Aaliyah albums this past weekend, Bill? Okay. Dex, did you listen?
I listened to some of the songs, but it's weird because I think it's called the I Care For You and the Aaliyah album. Those are the songs that I like the most. The 1 in a Million album, I guess it's cool for a couple minutes or hour or whatever, but
a couple minutes or hour. I love it.
And I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for me when I say this. When we were saying we want the Aaliyah music streaming on the streaming platforms, we weren't talking about this album.
Ooh, I don't know who the we was that was saying that.
Oh, we're not going to start disrespecting Aaliyah on today.
Give her so much because she did it.
Don't do that.
Let's be real. Everybody be out here. Ain't me. She's only she really Sierra.
What they do? What they do?
Me. No, she's only really she's Sierra. That's it. Y'all be looking for Sierra music? Okay.
People usually disrespect right after saying no disrespect. That's for you, Bill. I'm sure.
I didn't say no disrespect.
They're saying you wrong in these comments, Bill. Nasty.
I'm a musician. They're not. I'm not.
I think they're saying he's wrong in the sense of what he's saying is not nice. Not he's wrong as what he said is not accurate.
You wrong.
These people can't name me 10 Aaliyah songs that they love.
No, that's not true. That's not
doing that. Ty is out sick today. Needed a little time to rest and recover for his apparently big day tomorrow.
When Ty talks in the chat, I'm always like, this is why we aren't friends. Because he says things and I'm just like, who talks like that? I told us that I can't do the show today because I have a big day tomorrow. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
And I need some
What is this?
Time for the news. Sorry, Bill, were you saying something? You just down on that Diet Pepsi?
There ain't no Diet Pepsi.
First of all, I don't ever drink no Diet Pepsi, okay? I need all my calories. But in the comments, Raisa said she wasn't the best singer. That's from a fellow concert choir singer there.
She was. I mean, she might not have been the best, but, she was tolerable.
Average, right, that's it. Tolerable, average. Y'all just miss her because she dead.
What did Aretha say about Alicia Keys? Excellent producer, excellent performer.
Gowns, beautiful gowns.
All right. Speaking of gowns, Kanye West leaked Drake's address.
Explain that correlation to me, please.
Kanye leaked Drake's home address on Instagram randomly at 1:00 in the morning a few nights ago. Just so random. Here's what Drake had to say about the whole leakage. Dex, I know you love that reaction.
You know, that's me. And when I was thinking, I said, this man is me. Like, that's how I am to stuff. Like, stuff that really should make you upset and should make you, like, get mad or whatever. I'd be entertained by it. You guys, you should see how Jason cursed me out yesterday.
We're not talking about that.
I'll post
Apparently, Drake released a song with Trippie Redd, rapper. And that's what got Kanye so upset. Here is the lyric from the song.
All these fools I'm beefing that I barely know. 45, 44, burnt out, let it go. You ain't changing shit for me, it's set in stone.
All right, there we go.
He looks like
That was Trippie Redd, not Tekashi. But yes, Trippie Redd is the one that was pictured there on that little moving graphic there.
what line was upsetting to Kanye West?
Where he said that Ye ain't changing ish for me. And then before that, he said 45 and 44, I guess referring to the presidents, saying that Kanye wasn't going to get apparently his vote or influence his vote, even though he doesn't have a vote because he's Canadian. So I'm not really sure what he's upset about. Kanye did, though, also post this on Instagram, a screenshot of a text message that he had with a bunch of people, including Pusha T and Drake. In this text message, we'll zoom in here. It says, I live for this. I've been effed with by nerd ass jock N-words like you my whole life. You will never recover. I promise you. That's Kanye seemingly texting himself because no one's responding.
Wait, Jason, are me and you Kanye West and Drake? Like, this is how we be in the group chat going off on each other. Like, this
if you're Kanye, I mean, I'm fine with that.
I'm definitely Drake.
Okay. Is this a proper reaction for Kanye for being subbed in a Trippie Redd rap song?
First of all, can we address these rappers that look like Trippie Redd? Like, they need to be checked out. They look sick. Like, that skin is transparent and like, I don't know what's happening there. That's number one. Number two, though, my overwhelming concern is who's in this group chat because it doesn't even look like it delivered.
He had to push it to the conversation.
No, I don't think putting somebody's personal address out is ever the proper thing.
Well, it's public record. You can Google it.
Yeah, but it's just
public record. Where? Like what?
Google.com. Have you ever visited? You can like type in Drake's address and it'll let you know on the map where it's at. I mean, the problem is getting to it. I'm sure it's barriers and forts and
that's what they said. That's what they said about Chris Brown. To the woman was in his closet naked.
We've seen Chris Brown's just in a deserted area, but Drake probably has a compound, I'm sure. So, are we still praying for Kanye? He's going to change his name legally to Ye as well. He filed the paperwork for that earlier today.
My prayers are very serious, and I'm very strict about them, and I will not be using them to Kanye West. Mine work.
Suddenly,
I got the line. Me and God, we right here. If I pray for Kanye West, he'd be fine, but I'm not gonna waste my prayers on that boy. Can't do it.
All right, moving on to some light politics as usual.
You talked about
very light
last week.
The FDA approves their first COVID-19 vaccine. Their approval process was completed a few days ago, and now the Pfizer vaccine will be renamed as the FDA-approved Comirnaty.
Are you speaking in tongues? What's that?
Comirnaty. There you go. Whatever.
Sound it out, baby.
Okay.
Comirnaty.
Use your finger. Say it slow.
Comirnaty. President Biden spoke on the FDA approval of the drug.
Now it has been granted. Those who've been waiting for full approval should go get your shot now. The vaccination is free, it's easy, it's safe, and it's effective. And it's convenient. For 90% of Americans, there's a vaccination site less than 5 miles from your home, and you can get the shot without an appointment. So please, get your shot today. There is no time to waste.
There we go. Get the shot today. There's no time to waste. Meanwhile, on Fox News, guess who they're blaming for the unvaccination problem in America?
Coming after your state really quickly here, and as a response, coming after your state because the increased COVID numbers, hospitalizations, deaths are up in Texas, and there's a direct assault on your governor's policies and your state's policies. Very brief response.
Yeah. Well, Laura, the COVID is spreading, particularly most of the numbers are with the unvaccinated, and the Democrats like to blame Republicans on that. Well, the biggest group in most states are African Americans who have not been vaccinated. And the last time I checked, over 90% of them vote for Democrats in their major cities and major counties. So it's up to the Democrats to get, just as it's up to Republicans, to try to get as many people vaccinated. But we respect the fact that if people don't want the vaccination, we're not going to force it on them. That's their individual right. But in
I said, you said what they're blaming on. I said, I knew.
Are we listening to the homegirl with a brooch? He's got a brooch on him. We're not listening to you, sis.
I mean, yeah, he's, of course, when all else fails, blame it on us. But luckily for us, we have Dr. Andrew Caldwell.
Please wear your mask. Wear your mask. It is very important for you to put on that mask. This not no joke, and this is not no rundown. Wear your mask. If you vaccinated or not, throw on that mask and stop lying, telling people you vaccinated and you know dang on well you ain't vaccinated. You up here trying to get people sick. Stop lying.
He wore you out, Bill.
It's that little tuft of hair he got in the back.
A tuft? You call it a tuft?
Tuft.
Oh God! Stop lying.
From one fool to another. At a rally in Coleman, Alabama,
You watch your tongue against Sweet Daddy.
a former sundown town for blacks in the South, aka one of the most racist regions in the history of this great racist country, Trump tried to encourage people to get vaccinated, but got booed.
I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, oh, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know, okay?
What do you guys think that the vaccine means for Americans in 2021?
I think the vaccine for Americans in 2021 means you better get it, or you can't go to work, you can't go to the concert, you can't go to the grocery store, you can't go to your child's high school performances, you can't live, you can't breathe, you can't work. So get it, I guess.
Problem?
100%, absolutely. Yeah.
What's the problem?
How come they don't say if you don't get the vaccine, you can't vote? How come they don't do that? Why don't do that? Why you don't stop people from voting if they don't get it? I can't go to work if I don't get it, but you ain't gonna. I can't travel. I can't go to work. I can vote. I bet you'll let me vote.
Well,
here's the thing. Y'all the same people scarfing down that damn Cheeto dust. Y'all eating them Takis. Y'all out here y'all got that polio. Stop it. You got that polio. You got that daggone chicken pox. Y'all got all kind of vaccines up in your bodies. Come on now. Come on, really?
So this is okay. It's no big deal.
I mean, there's no so you think it's conspiracy because of people's public pressure.
I think this FDA approval is BS. I think it's.
Why do you think it's BS?
Because Herbalife wasn't FDA approval, and it was that wig you had on, that Dexico, but you put that on, didn't it?
Oh.
How do you know you weren't there?
Oh,
and wasn't, and still saw that hairpiece
on the internet.
That thing looked good on Instagram. Though,
I know it looked good everywhere, but
it did.
It looked good on Instagram. It looked good in person. You weren't there. But anyway, I think that the biggest thing that people
They say
complain
Andrew
about-
Caldwell looks like you, Dex, in the comments.
Oh no, they're blocked. They gotta be blocked. Who's that?
Who's that? Paul Wall. Paul Wall. So for me, I look at it in a situation like I'm vaccinated. I have no issues with getting the 2 vaccinations that I got. You see what I did there? I had no issues with that.
Booster shot.
ain't no boosters happening over here. I was fine with
Get
getting
one.
those shots or whatever. I was fine with getting that. The issue that I have now, though, is that like people's biggest complaint was, oh, it wasn't FDA approved, this, that, and the third. And now all of a sudden, an FDA approval slapped on there. Like, to me, that just
it's not all of a sudden, Dex. Like, they've been trying to get this approved since they introduced it in December. It's a process.
Jason, you have to know that this vaccination is being pushed. Like, you have to admit that. Like, they are pushing.
Yes, it's being encouraged, and it should be. Like, what are you talking about? What are we talking about?
It's not being encouraged, it's being forced, though. Like,
No, it's not being forced. It's being encouraged. There's no law in America that says you must get this vaccine. It does not exist.
Jason, they're literally telling people
it does not exist. You can't have the privileges as everyone else, but there's no law that says, hey, you cannot live here without being vaccinated. There's nothing here that says that.
You can't have the privileges of everyone else.
No, you can't. Just like if you don't get a tetanus shot, you don't have the privilege of going to public school. Just like if you don't get the tuberculosis shot, you don't have the privilege of playing on the basketball team. Like, there are certain privileges you get by getting vaccinated. Dexter, what are you talking about?
So white-only water fountains, again, like, that's a cool thing.
I mean, if you're stupid enough to try to take that there, that's on you sounding foolish. That has nothing to do with me.
You're saying privileges, like regular things that people have been doing all their lives. Like, we're not allowed
Yes,
to do
before we had COVID-19, Dexter. COVID-19 happened.
Jason, okay. Like,
it happened. Do something about it.
I got a vaccination. Like, I thought that was enough.
Okay. Then stop talking about it. You got the vaccination. It's over. Why are you upset because other people are also being vaccinated?
Because they don't want to be, and they shouldn't be forced to be.
They're not being forced to be. We're just telling you you're not going to be able to hang with the rest of us if you don't. Period. That's all it is.
God.
That's all it is. Meanwhile, at the very same speech, Trump officially welcomed a new member to the basket of deplorables.
One of my favorite people. Oh, she's so smart. I hope she's around. She is an incredible woman. She's a brilliant woman, doesn't get credit for it, but we all know about that stuff. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie, where is she?
Bill, you hate her?
I think, yes, I do. Because what I was about to say, I just can't say it. I think she is one of the most disgusting women on the planet Earth right now. And that includes Hitler's wife. Like, she is...
Well, she's not right now on planet Earth. Hitler's wife's kind of below there alongside her.
If she was here at one time.
Once upon a time.
I think she's disgusting. And anybody that follows Marjorie Tucker Taylor, Blue Orange, like, I don't even know what her name is at this point. Like, if I saw her, I would smack hot fire out of her face. Like, she is disgusting. She deserves to have blood put in her mouth.
But she deserves to be on the roster, right, Dex?
Absolutely not. Not with Sweet Daddy Trump.
Absolutely not. I think that her views are really distasteful to a lot of people, and I don't think that's the way that America should be ran going forward.
Well, we still would like to congratulate Marjorie. We can have a little graphic for her here. Congrats, Marjorie, being added to the basket of deplorables. And since Marjorie was added, we do have some footage from Marjorie from this past week. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Her latest comments.
Thank you.
Joe Biden, you're not a president. You're a piece of shit.
That's from newest member of the basket of deplorables.
One more time for the people at home.
Joe Biden, you're not a president. You're a piece of shit.
So
you know what's crazy? The second time I heard that Fred Durst like keep rolling under like in the back of it.
Keep rolling. Oh, I did not hear that. Hold on.
Joe Biden, you're not a president. You're a piece of shit.
Is the Undertaker back there? What's happening?
And all I think of is like police lives matter and all that kind of stuff like that. Like that.
Oh my gosh!
I want to look at look at the amount of like disgust in the circles of her eyes. Like you just
have to be that close to her.
Ooh-wee.
You know, every time she does these videos, she's always in the gym too.
There's a lot of darkness in those eyes.
Joe Biden, you're not a president. You're a piece of shit.
Ooh.
And that hairline is just, you know, that those kind age like bananas.
What do you mean those kind?
Her group.
So you called it a music bed. Keep rolling. I feel like the Undertaker's just going to ride through with his motorcycle at any second there. Dex, we're going to talk about something else that was pretty disappointing in a second here. But since we're on the wrestling tip, did you want to say, you want to save it for your seat? I guess you want to save it.
I do want to save it for your seat, actually. I mean, if you want to do it now, I can.
We can do it later. It's cool. We have more material. Last but not least, someone spotted or made a discovery, I should say, at their local La Quinta Inn Continental Breakfast Nook.
I'm sorry, what?
La Quinta. La Quinta. You know, like at La Quinta. You ever been to La Quinta Inns?
I have not, no.
La who?
La Quinta. You've never been to your local La Quinta?
No,
I don't think we got that in Philadelphia.
I don't think we have one of those at all.
Okay. Well, here's who they found just chilling there, shaving, apparently.
Look at this shit. Live from JFK. Sunday in JFK. Look at Rudy Giuliani, former mayor of New York, you nasty, filthy, sloppy, disgusting, filthy fucking animal. I'm showing it again. Show it again. Shaving yourself in public. You fucking pig. You should be ashamed of yourself. Lock him up, you fucking dog, you.
You
know what's crazy? Like that terminology triggered me a little bit because like the vaccination conversation we just had. Jason and I had the same argument yesterday in the group chat, and that's what he said about it.
That is not what I thought.
That's what he said.
You dog, you's a nasty group of people. You dog, you shaving in public. Forget about it.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, Paulie. Get out of here.
This is a hotel, correct?
Yeah, I told you, local continental breakfast.
It's not really fun. You know what it is? You know how you be going to check in, you a little like a couple minutes early, whatever, and they be like, you gotta wait till 3 o'clock. That's what this was, but he had to shave. So I mean, I don't follow him.
He looks like a vampire though, just like feeding on blood, sitting in that corner. Like, is he homeless?
What they also said in the comments, Tasha said, is that Bobby Smurda hunched over there,
slumped.
And how come ain't nobody talking about him?
That's the question at hand.
Taking a nap in there.
It could be Bill. Bill, is that you?
Oh, absolutely not. Next to Giuliani, it ain't.
Same shirt. Got the same shirt on right now. That could be you, Bill.
It could be, but it's not. I'm in the United States military. I'm sleeping in the USO. Never in
La Quinta.
And let me ask you this one more thing. How come this Michael Rappaport, right?
No, that was I think so. Yeah, that was speaking. Yeah.
Well, how come he didn't walk over there and say it to Giuliani his face?
Giuliani would have took one of them blades and cut him.
Why you didn't do that?
We all know Michael Rappaport is not about that life. He likes to think that we think that he is, but it's definitely not. Fans said, "Look, to have early check-in." Sitting there waiting.
Sitting around waiting.
All right, moving on to another story. In other news, American sprinter Sha'Carri Richardson had a rough go of it. A very rough run of it. Blown away by her competition at this weekend's Prefontaine Classic, placing 9th in an event that saw her competing against the top 3 women to win medals at this past Olympics. Here is her reaction to her performance.
This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me.
Let them know. Then she posted, she's having fun on Twitter. She, posted a photo of her with Shelly Ann Fraser-Price walking behind her looking at her. She made that her profile picture. And then she tweeted, "Only way from 9th is up." So she's taking this thing in stride. Sha'Carri is so
Not enough stride to get to first. So
not long enough stride.
not long. Here's the problem. Okay, I like Sha'Carri Richardson, but she's not a consistent runner. Like she had that one good year at LSU. She had like a decent Olympic trials. She had a couple off. Like she's not a consistent runner. This girl really needs help. Her mother, she discovered her mother, then her mom passed away. She like took a month off. Like she needs help. Somebody needs to like get this girl some mental help and like a publicist. Any of you know any publicists around on Instagram or Twitter, send her Sha'Carri's way. And you know, maybe she can be a consistent runner.
Or maybe she just needs a little bit of weed.
That's the same reaction when you get jumped.
Look, for me, I never saw it for the girl. I am not one of those. I'm rooting for everybody, black people, just because they black. I'm just not that guy.
Are you implying that someone here is?
Yo, you are.
I don't say everyone.
No, you definitely are. You are that guy for sure. I'm not that person. I've never been that person. I root for people who I want to root for. I just don't root for everybody. I never saw it for Sha'Carri. I started to notice though with y'all. Y'all start turning y'all back on her with the whole.
No, I ain't never turned my back on Sha'Carri.
Jason, of course, you're not going to turn her back on when it comes to marijuana. I know we know that. But I'm just saying, like a lot of people start turning their back on her then, and I'm like, damn, y'all really giving up on the girl already. Then when this happened, y'all completely just turned y'all back on this girl. And while I never really saw her for him, I'm not saying that y'all people were wrong for the jokes. I think the way that people have turned their back on this girl is a little disgusting now. And I also feel like, yeah, like it's a little disturbing. Like y'all really just tossed this girl to the side. Like it was crazy.
Like she wasn't nobody.
Like nothing. Like yeah, this was y'all's sweetheart. Y'all was ready to boycott the Olympics and everything over this girl not being able to run. And now
that was their FloJo decks.
And
but
now,
I mean, I'm not saying that I was one of those people, but you can't finish last. Like that's the thing. Like last.
She took a month off of running. She took one. I get it. Here's the thing: if you take a day off of running, is not one of those sports like you can take a day off and be like, come back and be like, oh my god, I'm still.
It don't enter the challenge, girl. Like you knew you weren't going to be ready. Like so,
I don't think she knew, and I think she was hyped up because of y'all hyping this girl up. Like y'all hyped her up, Jason. Like it was on another level where it was like
y'all hyped her.
Jason, well, she ran 10.72. She ran as she referred to as something you can never take from her until someone takes it from her and gets a higher time. Sixth fastest time in history.
Nobody. So, what did Nelly say? The great philosopher Nelly once said, "I am number one. 2 is not a winner, and 3." Nobody remembers. We're not counting down to 6, baby. Okay.
Well,
you got to come on up a little higher.
For me, though, and the last thing I'll say, I kind of feel like this only happens to black women too. Like this whole like build up, push to the side kind of thing. And like I remember when. Who was the girl that was doing the flips, the gymnastics? Gabby Douglas. Remember when Gabby Douglas was the big thing, and she won. She was doing well in the Olympics, and then she was like dancing and stuff like that. Y'all made fun of her dancing. Y'all made fun of her hair, and I just really feel like this really only happens to black women. I don't think it happens to any other group, and I think it's disgusting, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Megan Rapinoe's very criticized. Especially by the right soccer girl. She has some people on her tail. So I will say black women though are the most targeted. You are correct when you say that.
But let's be very clear that they're targeted and attacked a lot by black people. Like that's the same black people that be supporting everybody who's black. Like we be the ones.
But you can't finish last. You're going to get the jokes. Like I understand if you finish 5th, 6th, okay, but last you're going to get the jokes, and I think she's embracing it, and it's good that she knows that she earned it.
Also, I think it's interesting that she finished dead last and got an interview. I've never seen anybody finish dead last.
Dead last.
That's where the publicist comes in.
Because the girl who finished first ran the 2nd fastest 100 in the history of humans. But she didn't get the interview. We interviewed Sha'Carri. I mean, I get it. She was supposed to, challenge them, but apparently wasn't ready. All right, DaBaby makes a new apology and live return before calling the critics the crybabies. Here So petty. Here was his performance at Hot 97 Summer Jam.
Never in my life ended up saying anybody, I apologize, that ain't even how I rock, you know what I'm saying? I'm a player, but check this out. Other than the people that, was truly offended, I feel like the rest of y'all motherfuckers being crybabies.
Let's be real.
Let's go. Hands up.
Let's
What
go.
you tell them, huh?
Get more.
Her friends and her mom hate me. They not on the bed, you the crybabies.
What language was he even speaking? I don't know anything he said. What?
Czechoslovakian.
I think at the end of the day, what DaBaby
now. Thank you very much.
What DaBaby did was very disturbing, and
Which baby?
DaBaby. What he did was very disturbing. Like the
Okay.
comments that he made was disturbing, and the fact that like he's never apologized for it, and he just goes back and like laughs about it and just makes it like it's not that big of a deal. It's disturbing to me. But what's more disturbing is the radio industry that I used to be a part of. I think
used.
I think that it's problematic to see that an artist is doing this and offending people and not apologizing for it, and then you're booking him on big stages like this and still playing his music on your stations. He's not going to learn a lesson because there's no way to teach him a lesson because you guys who are in power are not listening to the audience. You guys are just still promoting him and giving him a platform to do this bullshit that he's doing.
Very well said. Bill, do you have anything to add, or we good?
Listen, I agree with Dex 100%. That one girl didn't show up to something. They cut all her music after she was out here shaking the table. Now you don't hear nothing from her. They need to go and cut Sis mic off too.
Speaking of cutting mics off, Tory Lanez little performance at Rolling Loud with DaBaby cost him $60,000 because he was too close to Megan Thee Stallion. According to TMZ, they upped his bail from $190,000 to $250,000 after seeing that he was within reach of the victim in this case. He also ordered Tory to stay away from Megan. He can't be at any shows that she's at going forward, anywhere that she is present. He added if the issue arises again, that Tory will be remanded into custody immediately. So Tory Lanez is getting punished. As we thought he would go back to jail, but he just raised his bail. $60,000, was that worth it, you think, to be on the same stage as Megan Thee Stallion? Nope.
You know, where does that money go? Does it go to Megan?
No.
Who called in the violation?
At-risk youth.
Like who knows that he was like, okay, everybody knows he was, but who called in and was like, yo, it's a violation, it can't be, it's out of reach.
Well, we told you last week that they filed a petition, her lawyers filed a petition asking the judge to take a look at it because they felt like he did violate the agreement. So, he's going to have to pay $60,000. It is what it is.
I just want to know.
He cares about paying $60,000. He got paid $100,000 to show up at the concert to perform. He does not care about that.
Well, DaBaby was probably paid $100,000. I don't think Tory Lanez was paid a dime. He was just brought on. He was a guest of DaBaby's. Yes. What are you talking about?
I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I mean, look, I feel like I've been on a really good roll today and people have liked me today, which is very different. So I don't want to say what I really think, but all I'm going to say is this. If you shoot me, you won't have to worry about showing up to the Rolling Loud show.
I know you're right.
There won't even be time for a restraining order because that's it.
It's gonna be some slow song singing and flower bringing.
It's consequences and repercussions. If you shoot me,
you shot me.
You shot me.
The trial has not started yet. People were asking how long.
We don't need a trial.
The trial has not begun, but he is paying the bail in order to remain out of jail because he would be.
And he's going to keep antagonizing her too. The only thing you're doing is throwing fines at this man. He's going to keep doing it. The restraining order process is the stupidest thing in the world to me. Like, what exactly does that do? You're just going to start charging me money every time?
The honor system is just like people wearing masks for COVID. Like
somebody that shot me. We're going to put somebody that shot me on the honor system. Oh, okay. I got some honor for you.
And then look at this. all these guys that hang around Megan, y'all knew Tory Lanez was at the Rolling Loud. So instead of going there and taking care of business, y'all on the phone calling the police. Like, oh, he near her. Make sure he gets the fight.
Dex, what you do? What you gonna go out there? You would have been out there, Dex?
He wouldn't have, if as soon as he got, we know what the stage is at. As soon as he got,
what you would have did, Dex? He would have worked.
Dex don't believe in no guns.
He would have called Bill and said, "Bill, bring your gun."
He would have called me and Ty to come shoot the club up because
it's just certain things that just
don't got no gun.
Certain things are just not gonna happen. And like, I'm not even a violent person. I would never advocate for violence. But you shot me, and you still running around, and you performing with somebody else who I'm beefing with.
Dex would have called me and Ty on that phone so fast, come shoot him out of there.
Get him out of trouble.
Dude, you got your gun with you? Ty, y'all got to come get me.
And I'm going to put blood in his mouth on my own. Like, I don't get it. Like, okay.
All right. Speaking of not getting it, Soulja Boy claims that he now... Atari, here's a message that he gave to the world.
They signed me to a deal to Atari. Big shout out to Atari, the whole staff. I'm about to revamp the company. I am now the owner of Atari. I own the video game company Atari. Ha ha. You know what I'm saying? I blew Soulja Boy game up. We about to sell the company for like, was it 100? I think I'm gonna get 140 million. I'm gonna get like 100. I'm finna get $140 million from Soulja Boy game. So Atari reached out and I just signed a deal with Atari. I signed 2 deals with Atari. I'm the owner. The first rapper to own a video game company.
Ooh. Atari immediately responded to that allegation, saying, "We know the CEO of Atari is a dream job, but that honor belongs to our white man, Wade Rosen." Wade Rosen, I should say. So don't get it twisted, Soulja Boy, DeAndre, you are not the owner of Atari. Soulja Boy caught wind of this clarification by Atari, and this is what he had to say in response.
First of all, nigga, fuck Atari, nigga. Second of all, nigga, I've been making millions from my Soulja Boy gang cause I'm minding my own business. Atari, y'all pussy ass called me and said y'all wanted me to revamp y'all company. Bitch ass niggas, y'all know what the fuck I meant when I said I'm owning Atari. Atari is a public traded company. Can't no one man own the shit. So first of all, nigga, Atari, eat a motherfucking dick, nigga. Don't call my phone no more asking me to help y'all promote shit. Dead ass video game company. When nobody talk about no motherfucking Atari before yesterday. So Atari, suck a dick. Everybody at Atari eat a dick. And I still got the money, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about. I'm finna show the motherfucking contract that y'all sent me. This pussy ass contract. Talking about 1 million shares. Talking about all this weak shit. Fuck Atari, nigga. I'm rich off Soulja Boy game. Hold the fuck up. Let me show you this pussy ass contract.
Look at this receipt. So this contract, it says Atari, but it doesn't say dollars.
Got me fucked up. Pussy ass Atari. Hold on, man. Atari. Boom. They got a fucking deal right there, nigga. 1 million Atari, 1 million Atari, all this fucking Atari shit. Matter of fact,
1 million Atari. He ain't saying nothing about no dollars.
Fuck Atari. Don't call me no more. Don't attach my name to y'all name, bitch.
He's just going off. So apparently he signed a deal that was like basically Atari has their own Bitcoin. And so they were offering him 1 million Atari Bitcoins. And
they his boy Usher bucks, and he going off.
They was literally giving this man Usher bucks. Like it was worth nothing.
They're playing in your face, and you got on here with that dead hair, looking like a crackhead, talking about you.
I think what bothers me the most, though, ironically, is not Soulja Boy, it's Atari. The fact that he went online and he said he owns Atari, which obviously nobody believes. The man literally said, "I signed 2 deals with Atari." You don't really sign deals when you're owning something. Like either
it wasn't even shares. Like it was their Bitcoin. Like it wasn't shares.
I think my issue here is that Atari responded to that. Like why? Like, why did they need to respond to that? It was so unnecessary to respond.
He was so aggressive. Like, what is
but he sounds crazy. Like nobody believes it. And okay, Soldier Boy, like you think you own our company, which you clearly don't. But that's like me.
What are you talking about? How are you gonna be that upset that I said you don't own the company? You don't.
Right, I'm jumping on here saying like I own Apple, and then Apple responds, "No, you don't." Like, why are you responding to stupid stuff like that? For what?
It is insane. Bill, was that sponsored by anyone in particular? That little rant?
Yes. Kensington's finest methamphetamine. That's what it was about.
Well, you know, they cleaned up Kensington now, so.
So a little bit earlier, Jason and Company. Is that more embarrassing than this by his compadre, Lil Bow Wow?
You don't lie to me.
Mama, you sound like who, Mom?
You look like Billy D. Oh my God.
Hey, what y'all think, y'all? Should I start rocking this? What should I call this? The Billy B.
No.
The Billy Bow Williams. What I call it? My slick back. Y'all ladies, I like this. And don't lie to me because it's me. Like, y'all can say no. Thumbs down. Y'all can go crazy in the comments. Like.
No.
No.
Not only no, but number one, your mother looks like Billy D. Williams. Okay. Okay. Number two, what is with y'all in this damaged hair? Like, y'all hair is just so bad. Like, y'all got it's breaking off in the back. Like, it's split. I've had enough.
Why would you say that lady look like Billy D. Williams? That's so rude.
Well.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. The views. Go ahead. Complete the sentence. The views of William Mayer
Do not necessarily reflect the views of everybody on Bro Talk or the School District of Philadelphia.
The views of William H. Mayer absolutely reflect.
What is this age?
They absolutely reflect Jason and I's views in regards to Bow Wow's mother.
Oh my God! Don't you go at his mother like that?
Well,
that was so.
I mean.
Oh my gosh. All right. I think we're done here. Let's just move to question and answer. That was the news for the day.
I got a question. I got a question.
Oh, we have so much space to move when Ty's not here.
Oof, that's nasty. Don't do my friend in his absence. However, it is time for Q&A because Sleepy Joe's in charge of the government. We probably won't shut down until December. So it's still question and answer until we get back to quarantine and answer. Here are our categories.
That fourth category is incorrect. I forgot to update it from last week. I'm sorry.
Thankful.
What is it? What's NTS?
I told you it's not. It doesn't matter. It's not correct.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But what would it be?
Let's just make that a mystery. It's a wild card.
Well, let's do that one then.
All right. Go ahead and read the categories, Bill, for the podcast.
The categories are as follows: Hubby has new partner, nailing the hole.
Ooh.
Surrogate does not equal wife.
And the wild card
mystery.
Oh, there's a couple that I think are good. I want to know what nailing the hole is. I think.
Oh no, you do not, Dex. Come on.
And I want to know the mystery one, and then in the comments they're saying hubby. Let's do the mystery one first. Is that good?
You chose it. I actually didn't read it.
Jason.
I'm sorry. I didn't have time. You came in late.
Come on here. My friend has been running this birthday card scam at work for a few years now. He will collect all the money people are donating for a gift card and buys a gift card for a lesser value than he was given. He gives him $50. He buys a $10 card, and people never know.
That is genius.
I love it. Recently, we celebrated a friend's birthday, and all gave money to him to get her a MacBook as she starts grad school. We gave him $1,500. He gave her a gift card instead of picking out the Mac. We asked him to pick to get.
Gift card was for $20.
He said he would get she would get a discount on the Mac. Oh, he would get the discount on the Mac. That's why we had him do it. Anyway, she posted a thank you on Instagram and said, She is halfway to her goal. I want to call him out so bad, but I only donated $50. What should I do?
Oh, you gotta sit there for food. You gotta sit there and eat your food.
My Cash App is $KillBill415. If y'all just got money to throw away.
That was good. I'm glad I didn't read that beforehand. Wow.
Ooh, Dex, they want to know if this.
So they gave half. So that means a MacBook is about $1,200. So he stole $900 out of those people's money.
But
Wow.
you don't even know like how much the gift. He gave her a gift card. This is your fault, really, because you know that your friend scams. And if you know somebody scams, you're not gonna give them your money to put no. And honestly, your friends already know you only donated $50. They know that you gave that amount of money. So there is nothing stopping you from saying, even asking the girl, like, well, how much money was on that gift card? Because it should have been more. Like, this would be a thing. I would actually make it like a dinner. Like have a dinner with everybody to celebrate her going to grad school. And I would call it, I'm like, I thought that we had more money like going towards it. That everybody donate or whatever. And then I would start getting them to start, they're gonna start giving that their numbers or whatever. And then you say to him, how much was on the card you gave her? There you go.
See, I'm famous for not ever getting anything for anyone at work. So you don't have to worry about that with me. If I'm gonna get you something, it's just gonna be a last second thing where I say, oh, I forgot to get you something. And I'm gonna get it for you individually. So
I know that's right.
I'm not.
Imagine though, like you give it because you don't even think about this kind of stuff from a work standpoint. They're like, "Oh, give me money to go towards whatever," and you do it, but you really don't. You're not gonna say to the person, "Oh, how much did they give you?" You would never do that.
Dex, they coming for you in these comments.
I mean, but once you give the money, you've done your part. Like it's not like a situation where you feel bad. Like you spent the money. Like you did your part. It's on the person that took it. I wouldn't feel any shame at all.
Clearly, he don't feel bad. Here's my issue, because you knew he was doing this, and you still gave him money for this anyway. So, how he breaking you off?
Just to be very clear, because I see comments asking me, have I ever scammed? Like my friends and I run a charity, and we on the holidays we take care of people. Yes, we take care of it. We take care of children. We give them like theirs for the holiday, and every dollar is counted for. Every single one.
Let them people know.
And receipts are always because I'm a part of the team. Like I put all this stuff together. Every dollar is accounted for.
Okay. Y'all make sure that y'all hold up. I know Dex is saying every dollar is accounted for. Y'all make sure every dollar is accounted for. Rich and y'all make sure that stuff is accounted for.
I'm not going to steal nobody's money for the kids.
They make sure it's halfway accounted for.
Got a couple extra beds this year. Okay. All right, which one next? I do not. No, we're not doing nailing the hole, guys.
I think nailing the hole.
No.
No,
it's exactly what it sounds like. You're not talking about.
I want to do it.
We're not talking about that.
Please. If it's bad, then we're gonna change it.
Okay, go ahead, Bill. You got to read it. So you ready?
But if it's bad, I'm not reading.
Nah, once you start, you gotta commit.
Oh my god!
All right, here we go.
You have to see it through, my boy.
Here we go.
Found this show on Facebook and liked the question part. I had a question that my niggas would pause me for. Oh, see. I'm a straight male, but curious from another male's perspective. Is it weird for men to nail their...
You asked for it. You wanted this.
Okay, like let's go to the next one because this is stupid.
There you go. I told you. I warned you guys. Let's do nail though. I really want to do nail though.
Let's do the hubby has a new partner.
I don't know who y'all is.
Lemon booty. Look at you.
Mm-mm.
Which one?
Hubby has a new partner.
Awkward silence.
Because
that really pissed me off.
I told you. I tried to warn you guys.
Why would you even put that in there?
We only have 4 questions.
My husband has a history of... Ooh, girl.
They want to know what it is.
Not a history.
That's what we stop right there. That's probably him writing us about nailing the hole.
All the women want to know what we got to say, and all the men is like, next.
Absolutely not. We're about this woman with her cheating husband. Last year, I found conclusive proof that he had sexual relationships with at least 2 women. and inappropriate relationships with several more. We have, I just want to let you know I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Welcome to the show, sir.
We have attended counseling. Should I read it in Bill's voice?
Oh, no.
Regular.
We are trying to make things work for our kids. Then a position opened up unexpectedly with my husband's employer.
Oh.
And lo and behold, one of the women he carried on with was hired to work closely with him by sheer coincidence. This woman, along with my husband, undermined my family and shook my marriage to the core. Now they are partners, and I'm mortified. Do you think it is possible that they can really work together in a strictly...
Oh, girl, you're stupid.
Can I just cut my losses or give him an ultimatum?
Cut your losses.
Well, do you have a job?
No, she got no job.
And how you gonna give him an ultimatum? What are you gonna say? Stop cheating.
That's what I'm saying. Stop working. I mean, if I have my own job, I could say stop working or get a new job. But if I don't got no job, I mean, what am I gonna do?
You sound stupid. Just let him. Let that man cheat in peace.
You said let that man cheat on you? Is that what you just said?
Yeah, just let that man cheat in peace. Don't come in his face with all that extra stuff. Like, stop it. The man has a history of it. It's a disease at this point.
Not only does he have a history of doing it, he knows she got a history of not doing nothing about it because he came home and told you she got hired to work at his job.
Because how did you know that?
He told you. Leave that man alone. You ain't got no money. You ain't got no job, and you living.
You don't know that, Bill. Come on.
Yes, you do.
Look, let me tell you something. A person who has options ain't sticking around for no BS.
Ain't.
And they also not asking no questions about it either. So.
And also, what does that mean? You said he had 2 sexual relationships with 2 women and a bunch of inappropriate relationships. What does that mean? What's an inappropriate? Several more inappropriate.
Flirtage, taking people out, unapproved, stuff like that. Just not full-blown sex, I guess.
Stop bothering that man and cook his dinner, okay? So when he get home,
we're not Bill.
After a long day of cheating, okay? That man,
not agree with that.
Will, if you don't cook it, the next woman will.
No. For more questions, hit us up.
If you got questions, we ain't taking. Let me tell y'all what kind of questions we not taking.
Oh God, none of that question that y'all picked. Nail in the holes.
Okay. Never mind. I forgot. It's 2021. We're not taking certain kinds of questions. But if you do have questions, do email us at brotalklive.com/questions. Jason
and Company. Jason and Company. Yo.
All right. So we all know what Jason and Company is going to be today. It's probably the most predictable Jason and Company in the history of Jason and Companies, because what I specialize in, bids, and what we're big this week, stupid bids of people climbing on crates. So we're going to give scores for the crate challenge. Give a score.
From what? Like 1 to 5?
Let's do 10.
I'm not
Rate the video. You guys ready?
Okay.
Let's do it. First one up. The classic. She sees climbing here. Upsy daisy, upsy daisy. Gets to the top. Oh, tailbone. Oh, little back bend there.
What uncle is that? What?
that fitted. He would have been able to fit it and a mask on and catch you caught COVID.
Look at them Tims. You know he's somebody else.
That hurt.
For me, I think this is the first video that I saw. The guy.
Yeah, I think that was the initiation.
He put Tim's on. He had a mask on. The hat flew off, and he broke his back. And this video went viral on the Bro Talk Live Facebook page, and we got over, what was it, 80-something shares or whatever, and 5,000 plus views or whatever. It was a really good.
Pretty pitiful for being viral. Pretty pitiful, but it's viral.
I mean, like we don't normally post things on Facebook, so to post something that does pretty well like that is a pretty big deal. And because of that, I'm going to give him an 8.5. Okay,
that's a lot. That was a lot of words for 8.5. Bill, what you giving it?
Loquacious, wasn't he? I'm gonna go ahead and give him an 8. I mean,
all right. Okay, run of the mill. That's the standard.
Run of the mill.
How about this dismount?
Ooh.
Cartwheel.
10.
A 10.
10.
She stuck it. She stuck it. A 10. Ben, you want to see it again, Bill?
I need to see it again.
Oh, nice little. She turned over. She ain't get hurt.
Who built that set of crates? I don't.
All right. So which one we giving that, Bill?
I'm giving her like I shouldn't have gave Unc no 8. I should have gave him like a 6. All right, I'm changing it 4. He gets a 6. He gets like a 7 or 8.
Okay, beautiful.
That woman broke her neck. She gets a 10.
She don't get no 10.
Turned over at the last second. All right, next. Oh, oh,
that gets a 10.
That gets a 0.
They said that he was They said that's how Cisco was running down them girls in thongs on.
Yeah, that's a 0 for me.
A 0? What do you mean? He bounced out of that.
It's like I watch these crate videos to laugh at y'all following. If you
Dex
challenge, like that's not understanding the assignment. So
Dex is just one of them jungle bunnies that want to see his brothers and sisters fall.
Hater.
And then he didn't even do it on concrete. He did it on grass. 0.
Because he got life insurance.
Definitely. Next up. First of all, how did they find that many crates in such a short period of time?
I would have taken all those crates and beat the hell out of that little boy. I would have beat him. I would have beat him mercilessly with one of them. Like I would have killed that boy with a crate.
Dex, whose finisher was that?
Shawn Michaels.
There you go. You saw it in perfect form.
That blue crate gave my man a heart attack. That was so bad. Good Lord. I don't. The thing is, I just don't like that a person would
0.
It's 0 because it's already dangerous enough that you're doing that. Then you're gonna kick it. Come on.
That was nasty.
I would have killed that little boy. I really would have killed that little boy.
That was nasty. All right. That was a super kick one. Next up. So first of all, concrete. New York City back alley. Just understand where we're at.
Entrance. You see the entrance?
Did you hear the French Montana? Listen. Wow. 10.
Again.
Man's gotta get a 10.
Yeah, because like, why did you jump? You weren't going to make it to the bottom.
He tried to leap. them crates collapsed.
This boy really got up here and tried to play Frogger.
That neck slammed against that crate. Oh my gosh.
He gets a 10. That's a 10.
A 10 out of 10.
That's a 10.
Why did he jump though? Yeah, it was just a weird. I don't know. He thought he was just gonna jump over, I guess.
I don't know.
All of it. He saw ending way differently. I'm sure. Next up. Oh yeah, this one's called Wobble with it.
Ahí está. That's a bad motherfucker. Ya que tú me vales pa' pura verga tú, güey.
Please forgive the song choice. We had nothing to do with it.
¿Qué traes, güey?
He doesn't have any teeth. I
hate that.
I give him like just a 9 for being as big as he was and even attempting to do that. Like that was a big deal to do that. And then honestly, I thought he wasn't gonna make it because he was up there and it was moving. I'm just like, just move. And then when he moved, like it just didn't work out. I'm gonna give him a 9.
Shakes. Man, definitely broken orbital bone. He hit right on that cheek. Man, I feel bad. For that guy. Bill, you gonna give it a grade? You said 9?
No, because they was playing at R. Kelly in the background. He gets like a 7. And
well, good. That's why I didn't give him a 10. He like
I know he ain't got no teeth in that face. You know what? I'm not even giving him a 7. He gets a 5.
He had to gather himself, definitely. 100%. A 5, Bill. Jeez. All right, here's one that I didn't expect to see. Live reporting from jail.
He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it.
Run, shout run.
He ain't gonna make it.
White boy got that shit. White boy look like a bird.
He ain't gonna make it.
They look like a bird.
My God, did you see the hairline? Did you see that hair?
I'm sorry.
They're in jail. What you expect? He ain't gonna have like.
But you can shave it off or something like that. You don't have to keep it on.
Can we explain why they have cell phones and a recorder?
Why do they have 67 crates in jail? Like, why do they have access to that?
Who's bringing in these phones?
Who's bringing in these crates? Like,
what are my tax dollars paying for? Y'all got crates? Schools got asbestos and y'all got
free time.
Ain't no license plates that need to be made.
They got phones, internet, Instagram. Like they.
That's too
man,
much.
that's the Martha Stewart sector right there. Oh my goodness. I'm giving that a 10. 10 out of 10, just for the surprise factor.
I'm not giving nobody in jail nothing.
No. That was nasty. And last but not least, the victory lap. So she's in heels, climbing up this crate, about 9 steps deep on each side. She has not straightened those legs once.
I went for no reason.
He said carry the stallion. You did it faster in the hills.
Yeah, you did faster.
Well, she did it. Impressed. Oh, Bill.
In her defense, the only person I trust walking up them steps is that woman in them heels. That woman be walking up. She be walking up them steps. Every year. Every year.
Yeah, like if this lady here wants to impress me, she got to put the bag on with everything she's leaving in the past. Then I'll
leave it in the past. That's what she got to do.
She got cosplay. Just dress up.
She's
do it on Halloween, and then we'll be impressed. Here's one of the people's bruises here. Trying to put an ice pack on a collapsed lung.
Don't blame it on a challenge, you dummy. It's you. You're an idiot.
I don't think an ice pack's going to treat that very well. Get that.
I don't think he did this properly. Like if I was going to do this post, I would probably put like a Bro Talk shirt on, whatever. So when it goes viral, people at least know, like, give a product or whatever. You just look stupid.
I think it says peace and love or something like that on that t-shirt.
Oh, no thanks.
Whew, man. Well, crate challenge is over, and that was.
Who said the crate challenge was over? Who said that?
It's not going to continue. You think it's going to continue?
Because people want attention. Absolutely.
They did that planking for a whole year, didn't it?
Planking. Remember planking? Oh my gosh. Oh my. People was planking on refrigerators.
Exactly.
That was dope.
And ain't got nail looking food in there, but y'all was on it.
They said black women never do enough for y'all. Okay, well, I guess we got to give her a 10 because she was a black woman.
I mean, but if she fried some chicken up there, maybe I'd have got it too.
Oh,
Why the black women never eat chicken?
It is now time for Dex's BS report. No imaging this week.
You ain't do no work this week. All right, Dex's BS report. I told 3 stories. 2 of these stories are true. One of the stories is false. It's up to these guys and you guys in the comments to let me know what's true and what's false. All right, so the first story is FedEx. There is a social media campaign saying FedEx is stealing my sneakers. There are a lot of people who are winning raffles to get sneakers. When they order the raffles, they're never getting the shoes. So they're blaming FedEx for it. And they say FedEx is stealing my sneakers.
Okay.
Mosquitoes. If you've been out this summer and you realize you've been bit by mosquitoes, then that means you have an addiction to your cell phone. Apparently, mosquitoes are only biting you and coming after you if they're attracted to the light of your cell phone. So they're jumping on you and biting you because of their cell phone, the cell phone light. And then finally, there is a woman who went viral after losing her security deposit. What happened was there was a pee left in her refrigerator, and the landlord said, "Hey, sorry, you don't get your security deposit back because of that." All right, guys, what's true? What's a lie?
I think the mosquito thing's a lie because my wife's definitely on her phone more than I'm on my phone, and I get bit way more than she does. So I don't believe that one's true.
Will? So I'll let you know the stories again. The first one was FedEx stealing people's shoes.
Definitely believable.
The second one is mosquitoes coming after people, mostly because they're attracted to the light on their cell phone. And then what was the last one? And then the last one was the person losing a security deposit because there was a pee left in the freezer.
Yeah, I think that one is the lie.
Jason's right. Jason is right based on like reality or whatever.
It made no sense.
But for me, like I feel like every time I'm outside and I be on my phone, I get mosquito bites. So that's why I came up with that story. I personally think that that's true because every time I'm on the phone outside, I'm like, damn, I'm getting bit up again. So
the stuff that goes through your head, only you can think.
That is Dex's BS report for the week.
All right, so we're going to do a little Rochambeau to see who has to host this segment between Bill and Dex. So I'll be the referee since I'm in the middle. And you guys go ahead and do rock, paper, scissors, and let's see who wins.
Ready?
Ready.
Wait, is it rock, paper, scissors, shoot, or rock, paper, scissors, say?
Bill, you set the rules, Bill.
It's definitely rock, paper, scissors, and then shoot.
Okay.
Wait, we say shoot, you go. You say shoot and go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, let's do it again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, Bill, you got to host it. All right, Bill.
That's fine.
Scissor cuts paper. Dex wins.
I've been carrying this show for quite some time, so I'm used to it. It is now time for the segment where we discuss who got on your nerves this week. Were you bothered? Did someone annoy you? Were you in a group chat with two people arguing while you were sleeping? My word. Now's your time to give us.
Where did that last one come from? Certainly random. I'll go first before I forget. It's really petty, but when people cross the street, it gets on my nerves, especially like when I see them pressing the button like for the crosswalk, and then that light changes, and then they just have to traverse talking to their friend while they're in the crosswalk. You don't have to talk to someone when you're in the crosswalk. You were just talking to them when you were on the sidewalk. Get across the street. Like, I don't have time for you to be dilly-dallying and taking up the light. I have somewhere to go. I have a light to pass. You're getting on my nerves. So it's a suburban problem, I understand, but it's really annoying because as soon as they hit that button, that light changed fast as hell. I can't even have a chance to speed through it. So quite annoying. That's my seat. Very petty. Moving on.
Jason has a first world problem and telling the rest of the poors to stay in their place. Okay.
Others.
We hear you loud and clear, Anglo. We hear you.
I get very upset when I'm driving my Tesla down the street and I have to stop at a stoplight. No, I'm just playing. I know.
You're in California. You probably drive a Prius, one of those liberal mobiles.
Like 80% of the people in my neighborhood have a Tesla. I don't understand it. It's annoying.
That was a little flick. You're becoming Ty now, and I don't like it.
Becoming.
Dex, you changed your whole life for Ty. You got into the education sector. You moved into his apartment complex. Like, you just want to be Ty. What's going on?
But cool.
But Bill, you hear that?
I have two seats. I'll be really quick with my seats. The first seat, I mean, really, I have three seats, but I'm not gonna put this person's business out there. So it'll just be two seats. The first seat I have is going to go to the WWE. This past Sunday was summer. No, wait. First, this past Sunday, right? So I'm in this new apartment complex, and they make you get this cable service. I think it's called like Hot Wire or something like that. So I get home on Sunday and Saturday, and I turn the TV on, and it's like, oh, I don't know why this is not working. So then I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't pay it because I just moved in here. So I called and I paid the bill or whatever. And then they're like, I go to a customer service representative and they're like, oh, there's an outage in your area. And I'm like, oh, well, I have a show that's coming on tonight. Do you know how long the outage will be? And she's like, what time is the show? I said, oh, it starts in like 10 minutes. She's like, yeah, you'll probably miss a little bit of it, but just call us back in an hour if you still have problems. That's a seat and a problem. And then the second seat that I have is the WWE. So I watched SummerSlam. It finally came on or whatever. And like, I can't really set this stage or whatever because you guys don't really watch it. But there is
I'll watch it. I understand.
There is a woman there named Bianca who like they have pushed this woman and pushed her and made her like this big star.
Give her a little bit of background. She's in her early 20s. She's black. She's a superstar female wrestler. She's the champion.
Yes. And like since January, they've been building this girl up, honestly, in my opinion, I think they're trying to take advantage of the Black Lives Matter stuff, but that's neither here nor there. She won the big pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble. Like we've been in a pandemic era or whatever, so she's been killing it, right? Month to month to month. She just won an ESPY award for main event at WrestleMania with another black woman. Like, so she's been on a roll, right? So then SummerSlam happens. She was going to fight the other black woman again. The other black woman doesn't come out. So then they bring out Becky Lynch, who is a superstar. Like she's like a female Stone Cold. And
she's great.
Yeah. Great. So like she comes out and we all get excited because it's like, okay, we're gonna get a match between these two or whatever. They did make Becky Lynch, who was a white woman, pin this girl in 10 seconds. Like the entire match can be seen in 10 seconds. And it's just so insulting and so embarrassing that a company would do something like that. And it
really wasn't even spectacular. Like it was nothing spectacular.
And I was very upset about that. Something else happened to I just feel like after that, it just kind of got like, I was just deflated. I think
they just gave her the belt. Like
they did it again. They gave Ric Flair's daughter the belt again. And then I had to sit through a match with Goldberg, who I think you guys may even know. It was a lot that night. And then the show went off at 12 o'clock at night. I mean, it was a Saturday, so it's like whatever. The show went off at 12 o'clock at night. I was exhausted. But with all that being said, happy birthday, Vince McMahon. Today's his birthday.
Yeah, the next WWE pay-per-view, they should have a crate challenge match.
But don't say that too loud because they probably will do it. And my second seat is a little more serious. So I went to get a physical today, and I had to get a tuberculosis test today, right?
Oh, vaccine.
I thought about you when I did it. So when this process was happening, whatever, she did the test, whatever. They're not supposed to put bandages on it, but I started to bleed, so she put a bandage on it.
Cool. Bleeder.
Yeah.
A bleeder.
I'm not a vampire, so yes, I bleed when people stick me with stuff.
It's lingo.
What kind of lingo?
Don't worry about it.
and all right, with that being said, so she puts the bandage on, whatever. Then the doctor walks in, and he goes, "Oh, you have a bandage on?" I was like, "Yeah," because like I guess I start to bleed. So she
had a bandage.
Bandage. He said, "You have a bandage on."
Trying to come out bandage.
It was an older white guy. I'm just putting that out there.
Got you.
So I'm like, "Yeah, I do," like whatever. And he's like, "And it doesn't even match your skin." And it's like, "No, not really." And he said, "And look at that. You're not even mad about it." I said, And he's like, everybody wants to get so upset. Like everybody's a freaking liberal and wants to care about the color of the bandage or what. Yeah, I'm sitting here like,
who?
He's gonna kill me in here. He's
who? Oh my god!
And I think he realized that I was a tad bit uncomfortable, so he starts to do the physical, and he goes, Is this for high school sports?" And I was like, flattered, and I was like, "No." He's like, "Do you play any sports?" I was like, "No." Then he goes, "Well, you should." I was like, "Wow." So needless to say, I'll never be going back there again. Like that was the most insulting 20 minutes of my life.
And you allowed him to insult you, didn't you?
Bill, you know how I am. I'm such like a.
You need to be seated for that because you talk tough on this internet, and you let that man touch all over you and call you out his name and all sorts of other stuff.
And they called you a liberal.
And not only did he call you a liberal,
no, actually he said I'm not a liberal because he said these liberals are always crying and complaining about.
He basically wanted to call you the N-word with a hard R to see if you were going to do. That's what he wanted to do.
He don't know nothing about you, Dax. You should have pulled your hat out your pocket. You know you had it in there. Or your Trump card. I know you got that card. You ordered it, right? That $40 card.
He'd be like, I knew he was one of us.
Us.
It just wasn't a nice experience.
Yeah, I wouldn't. He wouldn't have liked me.
Me neither. I do have
okay, Bill, liberal. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh no, not because I'm a liberal. I don't even want you to think I'm with you and Sleepy Joe and
Joe is not my foe.
No. But I do have 2 seats. Really quickly. One is going to be for a group chat that I have. I can't put out all of the particulars about who's in that group chat, but they sent me something, and another one of my group chats got a hold of a photograph, and it turned into an entire PRS cargo sort of thing. Y'all can never wear me out that bad in the evening time ever again. Okay? Y'all can't.
I wasn't a part of this. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
no one does except for probably maybe someone on the show. I don't know.
There's someone here that definitely knows.
I know what you're talking about, but
That's
no
all
one
I'm
else.
saying.
Y'all have a group chat without me?
The second thing I'm going to say is I have to seat a viewer of the show who happens to be one of my coworkers, and I'm going to put him out there. His name, well, maybe I won't put his name.
No, put him out. Nah, Bill. You always go to that line. Do it.
Marlon Jones. I've got to give you a seat because you were just a nasty individual today. Like, you were just, I just don't even understand what
Bill,
you're
don't get fired. What are you doing?
Right. Huh?
Don't get fired. What you doing?
Oh no, I'm not gonna get fired. That's my boy. But I told him he was like, and I don't want to be a subject on seat. Okay, you deserve a seat because you're not gonna tell me what I can and can't say. See,
Bill's just being nasty on his sound.
Like, I have a question though. Like, I really do have a question because you guys kind of glossed over it. You guys have a group chat without me,
and so if you would like to submit a seat, you can go ahead and email us at brotalklive.com/seats. And that's for Dex, for Ty, for Jason, for Bill. That's another edition of Real Talk.
First of all, why do you guys have these old ass backgrounds? Like these said 2 seasons ago. Like what? The backgrounds is like my background. Like what? You remember the shelves and all that stuff that I made for you guys, Bill? You had like a wood placard on yours and Dex.
So why are you talking about that?
What's happening?
Can you resend them?
Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Apparently, I'm in 2021. They're in 2019. But for Dex, for Ty, for Bill, do you guys have any shout outs? Thank you, everybody, for checking in and getting in the comments and bigging us up all night.
Shout out to my group chats. That's not Bro Talk Live.
Stop it. You was in that group chat.
Shout out to my group chats that don't have Dex in them.
Oh,
they must not be as fun as mine.
Shout out to my very best friend, Ty. I hope you get some rest, and we will see
Ty
you.
is your best friend?
We'll see you guys next week. You know, I wasn't your best man, but yeah, Dion deserve it.
Dex, again, for another week, how does your back feel?
Well, you know what? For this is going to be his best friend. At least if I ask Dion to come on the show today, he'll be here.
My best friend is very tired, and we wish him the best. Pray for Ty. Hashtag pray #4 Ty.
Dex, I'm going to take some ibuprofen for carrying the show with me.
Y'all picked the same background too. It's so weird.
The heavy load.
All right, you guys have a good week. For Dex, for Ty, for Bill, this has been another edition of Bro Talk. Appreciate you. We out.